Today's adventure brings us back to Cannon Mountain. We'll be going through Lafayette Campground, out to the Lonesome Lake Trail, headed up to the summit of Cannon Mountain. This was our first 4,000 footer and our second fire tower site. So there are a few campers braving the chilly September morning. Well, not in the Class C. Here at Lafayette Campground. We are at the official start of the trail, the Lonesome Lake. 2.6 to the summit. Really? That's it? It felt like a lot longer the first time we were here.
Yeah, it certainly did. So what you got there, babe?
Proof that it's never too early in the morning for a geocache. This is called Mountain Girl, so we're going to do what we do and get back to the video. So the Lonesome Lake Trail is a nice trail. Very easy to follow. There are roots though, there are boulders, and there's about 1,000 feet of elevation gain by the time you get to the lake. Alright, we've come to the trail junction. Lonesome Lake is 0.8 that way. The High Cannon Trail, which is the way we're coming down, is going to drop us off right here. Alright, so you can see those clouds over there, they're starting to wake up. They did spend the night on the mountain. And the sun is causing them to move because it's shining brightly. And our sky for today is blue. Alright, so we're about a mile in on the Lonesome Lake Trail. Now, as I said at the beginning, this was our first 4,000 footer. I will link to that video in the description box down below for anyone who's interested in seeing what really inexperienced hikers do when they go out on their first hike. It was absolutely insane. You'll see that I'm in jean shorts, cotton t-shirt. The backpacks we had, Cheryl got a great deal on them at the dollar store. So all the way up all the way up the mountain, I had to keep retying my shoulder strap on because it snapped off. Absolutely crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, Abby was like 4 or 5 months old. That wasn't a smart idea to bring her either. It was her first 4,000 footer too.
She didn't know her name.
Yeah, she didn't even know her name yet. We know a little bit more now than we did then. Okay, we've come to the trail junctions. And the lake. Let's go check the lake out. Right, my lovely wife is down there taking pictures of the lake. If you wanted to go out to Lonesome Lake Hut, it's 0.4 down there. Welcome to Lonesome Lake. It comes in at 2,730 feet in elevation. It's a body of water that encompasses 12.2 acres. There is brook trout in there. The average depth is about 4 feet, and the max, I believe, is 8. And as I zoom in over here, this would be the Lonesome Lake Hut. It is open year-round. And if you stay there during the summer and the fall, they do make home-cooked breakfast and dinners. The rest of the time, if you stay over there, you have to bring your own food. And as I continue to pan along, you have the Kinsman Ridge. It's still in the bog bridges. Every so often we get glimpses of Lonesome Lake. This is a neat little area in here. There's no drought in here, that's for sure. I remember this area. Had to help Abby the Wonder Mutt a lot getting up here. Of course, as I said, she was 4 to 5 months old. You try to point her in the right direction, and, well, she ended up getting to a point where she just put her front paws up and didn't even try anymore by the end. We're about 0.15 from the junction with the Kinsman Ridge Trail. And look, we have a flat spot, because I gotta tell you, once this trail started going up, yeah, relentless up it was. So this is nice. All right, we're almost to the Kinsman Ridge. I can see the sign. Look what else I can see. Yeah, the summit of Cannon Mountain. Not long now. And as I said, I could see the signs for the trail junction. There they are. Behind me would go up to the Cannonballs and the Kinsmans. But we'll be going this way up to Cannon Mountain. We have exactly 1 mile. Half of it's going to be steep. The second half is going to be, well, like walking in a park. Huh. I know it's been 6 years, hon. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is a flat trail all the way to the summit. Hold, please. All right, so this is what we're facing. Now keep in mind, This was the first mountain we ever climbed. I think this was a little much for a first timer. Yeah, so there's our view looking back so far. And this is our view going up still. Hi, hon.
Hey, baby.
Going up and around. Doodle!
Hi.
Oh, yeah. This is fun now. All right, now it was this spot where Cheryl is now that 6 years ago, I had a little bit of a meltdown. I had no idea why we wanted to climb a mountain. And I was sitting here going, I can't go any further. And I darn sure can't go back over what we just came up. I mean, check it out. Seriously. I thought for sure we came up the face of the mountain. But we did make it, and once again, Cheryl has made it across. And now it is my turn. All right, so we're at the junction with the high canyon trail. That's the way we'll be going down. That's the way we came up. No sense going down there. Starting to get a little nervous, though.
Clouds.
Clouds are blowing in.
This is what we remember.
Yes, we do.
This is the nice part of the hike.
Why did they save it for the last part?
They're giving you a rest after doing all that jumbled rocks.
All right, we have hit the rim trail on the top of Cannon Mountain. We'll be going over to the Rim Trail Mountain Station, along with the observation tower, and over to the aerial tramway. Heading out this way. All right, so this says what we should be seeing. Oh boy. Nothing. Hey, maybe we'll go have a beer. Let it pass.
Let it pass, yeah. So as you can see by the sign, pets are no longer allowed over by the tramway and the cafeteria. They are still allowed over by the observation tower.
Ourselves a little whirly bird out there. So welcome to the Cannon Mountain ski area. What you're looking at right there is the tramway. These things will hold 80 plus 1. I don't understand that, but whatever. Cannon Mountain was the first mountain to have a tramway in North America. Concept came from Europe. It was built in 1933, and it was used until 1980, when it was replaced with the Cannon Mountain Aerial Tramway 2. They do run 2 of these. There you go, a hiker's meal. Not often you get one of these on the summit of a mountain. And there's a short trail over to the observation tower, only 500 feet. Headed out this way. Welcome to the summit of Cannon Mountain. It comes in at 4,100 feet. Of course, that depends on where you do your research. I've seen it a little higher. Coming along, you have Franconia Ridge. Thank God we waited. It did clear up, otherwise we'd be seeing nothing. Now this was called Freak Mountain back in 1852 on Philip Carrigan's map. It's also been known as Frank Mountain, Old Man of the Mountain, and Jackson Peak. It's also known as Profile Mountain because of, oh, you know who. Yep, the old man. There's his profile right there. Now the profile of the old man was first noticed in 1805. And unfortunately on May 2nd, 2003, he fell from where he was for so many years overlooking the area. Cheryl and I do miss the old man. But it wasn't until 1972 when Cannon Mountain officially became the accepted name of the mountain. Curious as to why they call it Cannon Mountain?
Yes.
Right there. See how the 2 boulders sort of form a cannon?
Hey, that's cool.
And of course there's also those 3 peaks along the Kingsman Ridge Trail called the Cannonballs. And this is the tower on top of Cannon Mountain. And as I pan up, in case you're wondering what conditions are like out here, just go to Cannon Mountain's website. They have a webcam. And there's my lovely wife capturing the moment. All right, so from here, if we could do a straight line, need to get all the way down to there. I believe that's our parking lot. And for those of you that have missed it, Cannon Mountain was number 2 for us on the New Hampshire Fire Tower list of the 92 towers that are standing, once stood, or were proposed. It was a steel tower. It was brought here from the Eastern States Expo in 1951. It was in service until 1981. And then it just became a neighbor to this observation tower. But in 2007, it had deteriorated to the point where it just needed to be taken down. So all that remains are these footings.
What you got there, babe?
Yes, a lot of people around here. Got the geocache called Cannon Mountain. So we're gonna do what we do and get back to the video. All right, so here we are, back at the beginning of the rim trail. What was that you said, honey?
We redlined the top of Cannon Mountain.
Woohoo! So we are back at the trail junction. The lower sign, I believe that had that rip in it 6 years ago. And let's face it, the High Cannon Trail sign, that's in need of some repair. Look, it's Lonesome Lake. Now, where we're looking right now, we didn't even get to see last time because, well, Abby, as we said, was a young pup who really didn't know her name yet and came running out here. We were doing everything we could to coax her back. And that would be the hut. As I go up. Kinsman Ridge. Over to Franconia Ridge. Down to 93. No vertigo issues with you, is there?
You see how hard I'm hanging on to this tree?
Franconia Ridge. Yep. We are at the area that made me think hiking was pretty cool. As I pan down. We hit this and I was like, hey, hon, wave. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We hit this and I was like, oh my God, a ladder. That was so cool. Now, 250 peaks later, we've run into a lot of ladders, rungs, and cables and everything else. Still cool. All right, Cheryl's working her way down.
This way.
Now, last time we were here, remember, we had Abby. There was no way Abby was getting down this. So, I had a carrier on my lap. And that was definitely interesting. It worked out fine. Grounded? Yay! All right, my turn. So we hit this little low spot. Now, y'all heard of a root cellar, right? How about a root jail? And I'll send you a saw and a cake.
Be careful, baby. Well, I didn't think to do it that way.
Oh, it's a tree scramble.
You're slipping.
Right?
You're slipping.
Listen.
Said you're slipping. So don't go.
Alright, we're back down to the trailhead. We had a great day up there. Really, really glad that we waited out Mother Nature. It was nice revisiting it with more experience than the first time.
Indeed.
But so if you enjoyed the video, we'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as soon as I walk off, you'll be able to subscribe to the channel. So until our next adventure, the end.